What is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's live stream. Today is Tuesday, I believe. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Massive news have actually been going on right now lately, with Grayscale winning the SEC lawsuit and Bitboy Crypto getting fired from his own company. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day today. So go ahead and start off by smashing that like button, most importantly, commenting down below, and finally go ahead and smash that subscribe button, because looking at my analytics, still about 37 of you are still creeping into my channel and are not smashing that subscribe button for me. So definitely go ahead and subscribe for me. Really does. Certainly smashing the like button helps spread the awareness of what we talk during the live stream. Officially, today is the first day of not using Pepe 2.0 anymore as a narrative in the title. So yeah, so we're making changes, right? We're making changes every day. Let me go ahead and check if we are officially live on my end. So give me about 1 second. Looks like I put the title pretty wrong too. I put Grayscale with a W at the end. Yeah, all bad. Alright, let me just go ahead and provide my link down below on my comments. Give me 1 second, and meanwhile we wait for more people to go ahead and join us. I'm happy. Thank you. Possum, looks like we are officially set on everything. So let's go ahead and get started with today's news. So let's go ahead and start off with Grayscale winning the SEC lawsuit. Why this is important. So let's go ahead and read into it. It appeals. The court said that the SEC decisions to reject the Grayscale Bitcoin ETF application was arbitrary and capricious at its ruling. I don't know what that means. I don't know what capricious means at all. Crypto asset manager Grayscale Investment has scored a major victory against the United States Securities and Exchange Commission's an effort to convert its over-the-counter Grayscale Bitcoin Trust (GBTC) into a listed Bitcoin exchange traded fund (ETF). Previously, the SEC rejected its GBTC application on the grounds that the products were not designed to prevent fraudulent and manipulative acts and practices. Grayscale ended up suing, and the decision has now been overthrown. So, you know, everybody's really excited for the news. I mean, it doesn't really mean much if you really look into it, but everybody's getting hyped up over that, so might as well get hyped up for it as well, right? So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on right now, and the reason why everybody's feeling extremely bullish. It looks like a lot of shorts did get liquidated. I mean, I'm glad I didn't place any shorts, because I have been quite bearish the last couple days, and literally just like in crypto, it changes literally almost overnight. So let's go ahead and see what else is going on besides that. Obviously, the whole entire Bitboy scandal thing is going on, which is quite interesting as well. Great time to be in crypto at the moment, right? So let's go ahead and start off by looking at crypto bubbles. That's usually the way we go ahead and start off this stream. Like usual, a little bit all over the place. So it looks like we are getting some green action. A lot of people are being very pumped with this Bitcoin Cash pumping over 17% for the day. Currently right now at $223. I've been telling everybody to go ahead and load up on Bitcoin Cash. I am going to be loading up on some Bitcoin Cash today. Unfortunately, I was not able to go ahead and get Bitcoin Cash at the price that I wanted, which was at the $200. Now I'm going to have to pay 223 to go ahead and get Bitcoin Cash. So I think at this point right now with the market, we are going to be getting some more bullishness action into the market. And right now at this point, it's going to be the best to go ahead and just dollar cost average into a lot of these altcoins. It looks like meme coins have not fully gotten the news from last time that I checked, but we're going to go ahead and look into that. Welcome, Moon Joker. SCOM gonna lost on an exchange list. XCOM Spudo Toshi. So it looks like SCOM is going to go ahead and lose. List very soon. Pepe 2.0 is holding steadily. Yeah, I agree, man. Long time no see, by the way. Welcome. Glad to see you here today. So right now, over on the market, a lot of bullishness going on. We're gonna go ahead and talk about real quick about Pepe gains, right? Because we've been seeing a lot of momentum and talking about this other Pepe. Let's go ahead and start off with Pepe community. Let's do that. So I did mention that Pepe community, we did go ahead and do the Fibonacci retracement and we were looking at it. I did mention we wanted to go ahead and focus on the 618 area, which was right around this area right here, that we were going to go ahead and hold support. It looks like we slightly fell below it, but if we do go ahead and hold above it right here and we continue to push, I will be pressing or buying a leverage position on MEXC. I will be jumping in and placing a long position right here and hopefully riding this to the upside, because I really do believe that will be happening, and that is on the 4 hourly. And talking about MEXC, make sure to go ahead and use my MEXC link down below. Right now we're giving all the way up to 9,100 in sign up bonuses. Literally no KYC, takes less than 3 seconds to go ahead and create an account. And if you already have an account, go ahead and create one for me. Come on, go ahead and support the channel by using my MEXC link down below. I am going to be looking to go ahead and place a leverage position on Pepe community, and that is just based on that 4 hourly. Looking at the 4 hour that was based on the 4 hourly. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the 4 hourly. And the 4 hourly, we still need to go ahead. I would ideally like to go ahead and see this around this area right here before I go ahead and place a long, but you could go ahead and have that risk where you're willing to go ahead and do that. But let's go ahead and take a look at the daily. The daily still hasn't given us a sign that we have touched the bottom yet, but currently right now we are literally on the 618 level. So we're going to go ahead and see how the market reacts to that. There could be a possibility that we do go ahead and fall below before we go ahead and go up even higher. So I'm going to be looking at this very, very cautiously right now, because we are hot trending too with the total market cap of 16 million. So I am going to be looking to go ahead and play this to the upside. So be on the lookout for Pepe community, and I'm going to be more than likely, like 99% more than likely, going to be leveraging that using MEXC. Moon Joker says, glad to see you, John. Glad to see you as well, bro. Cold Dow has been holding strong in the 22 range. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Cold Dow as well. We're going to go ahead and start off with Pepe gains, all right? We're going to go ahead and talk about Pepe gains, because Pepe gains has some very massive news. And the real question is, are we going to be able to go ahead and hold above this area of resistance, or are we going to go ahead and get rejected, right? We have been seeing a lot of buying action in the last couple days. Right now, it looks like there isn't much selling action. If we actually go ahead and check right here, it looks in the last hour, 3 sells, 1 buys. And in the last 6 hours, 20 buys and 12 sells. So it almost looks like a 70 to 90 ratio. We definitely want to go ahead and see more buy-ins coming in. Supply has dropped, and I actually do have a video that I will be releasing today. But if we actually go ahead over to their Pepe Gains Twitter, this is what they're saying. We don't compare ourselves with another meme coin, but yes, the chart doesn't lie. So they're saying that Pepe Gains right now is currently in the 50 days, and original Pepe was right here when it hit the 50 days before taking off. So they're kind of comparing it to Pepe. I'm not sure if you could. I mean, the supply is a lot lower than original Pepe. We're currently at a 386 million supply with a total market cap of 1.56 million. So it's actually pretty good in my opinion. And the liquidity is locked for about 100 years, and it's about $178,000. So my real question is, because they do have massive news coming on along in the next, I think it's actually today that they have news on, is the question is, will they be able to hold this area of support, and will they be able to go ahead and break it to the upside? So let's go ahead and take a look at the news that they have going on. So I guess you could go ahead and call that a catalyst there, but let's go ahead and look at what they actually have going on. So it says our smart contract has now been renounced. So that's one of them. Pepe Gains stands out as the safest Pepe project. No team tokens, liquidity locked for 100 years, and the contract has now been renounced. You can actually go ahead and see the proof right here on Etherscan, and they have now officially renounced the whole entire contract, meaning that the project could go ahead and run successfully without the team. And as well, they have a massive buying not buying opportunity, but a big buy competition So right now it says first place winner gets 5 ETH, second place 1 ETH, and third place 0.5 ETH. This competition will be finished in 33 hours. Take your chance to win all the way up to 5 ETH just by buying one of your favorite meme coins, Pepe Gains. So currently right now at 7 hours, a couple more hours left to go ahead and get this price. So definitely go ahead and buy it up. Obviously not financial advice, but if you're truly bullish as much as I am with Pepe Gains, this might be, you know, an incentive to go ahead and probably get some extra money coming in. And it says right here, last 11 hours ago they posted, it has been 51 days of us being in the market. Tomorrow marks the most important day, which was the contract renounce. We are sure that breaking the all-time high will happen today or tomorrow, following with the 3 announcements. Thanks to all the paper hands for the burn and for giving us another chance. So yeah, they actually have quite a big sell tax. It's about 9%, and that's actually the reason why. The sell tax actually benefits them in burning more of the supply. So for all the people that sold, that's actually the reason why the supply has dropped a lot. And I do believe that we will be getting closer to that $1 mark as they promised. Obviously, it's going to go ahead and take the community to go ahead and push this further. But with everything that's going on right now in the crypto news, it does look like there could be a possibility that we will be seeing a massive, massive upside very, very soon. So they even said right here, 3 big announcements coming soon. So I do believe that they are going to be getting listed as well. Let's see where the post is. They might have deleted it, honestly. Okay, it says right here. Wait. Yeah, I think, okay. Contract will be renounced tomorrow, August 29th at 17 p.m. UTC. Pepe Gains Bull Run Polonio X. So it looks like they are officially going to be getting a listing on Polonio X. And you all know what happens usually meme coins when they get listed on Polonio X. What happens? Let's go ahead and remember. They get listed on Polonio X, L Bank, and then they usually go ahead and follow up with MEXC. So usually with MEXC launches, it usually either pumps like with a 20x or usually dumps. So I really do believe that Pepe Gains will be making new all-time highs in the next coming days. So if you have not checked out Pepe Gains, go ahead and check it out. Like I said, obviously this is not financial advice, solely my opinion, and I would really only tell everybody that if you were to go ahead and buy some of Pepe Gains for any meme token, I would only suggest investing no more than $200. I think $50 could go ahead and put you in the right place if the project is truly saying what they promised to go ahead and say, right? We all have to go ahead and remember that we need to go ahead and lower our risk and have a higher reward to it. If you do want to go ahead and invest a couple $1,000s, then so be it. But in my opinion, I think any project that is truly successful, no more than $200 should make you a good amount of money. Unless you want to fully DJ, and then go for it. But I would just suggest that if you were to go ahead and put in a nice amount over $1,000, I would suggest to go ahead and buy some altcoins. You know, buy altcoins with real value. Not saying that Pepe Gains does not have value, and it potentially could go ahead and hit $1,000. It's just really all comes down to we're gonna have to go ahead and see where things go. So just be on the lookout for that. Like I said, in my opinion, but I am truly bullish. Let's go ahead and see how the meme coin sector is reacting right now. So we do see Unibot right now at 143. It was currently last couple of days, it went as low as $100. And let's see what other tokens are pumping right now. So WaggyBot 26, Harry Potter Obama at 37%. The rest of the tokens don't seem to be doing too much. Zcash up 21%. It looks like the meme coin sector is slowly kind of lacking right now. It looks like the news have not jumped into it yet. I mean, Pepe 2.0 is holding pretty nicely, and it is up 5.8%. Now the question is, when are we going to be pumping, right, for Pepe Gains, or I mean, sorry, for Pepe 2.0? So yeah, be on the lookout for that. It looks like we are getting closer to where I was talking about in the last couple days, that I was extremely waiting for this moment on Pepe 2.0. As you can tell, I've even changed the title on Pepe 2.0. We're switching it up here with the live streams. Brian, what's up? What's your opinion on Pepe and Pepe 2.0? Yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and talk about that. I'm glad you joined. Hope you're having a wonderful day today, bro. And smash that like button if you haven't yet. And then PT Tim says, super bullish on Pepe community, Pepe 2.0, Pepe Gains, finger cross, all 3 moons at once. I totally agree with you, bro. I unfortunately didn't get the chance to jump into Pepe community, but I will be doing a swing trade on MEXC, and the same thing with Pepe 2.0, and I believe that Pepe Gains will be getting listed on MEXC as well. So it looks like all the Pepes are having a massive run, and it's a really great way to go ahead and celebrate the start of this meme coin season that it's literally beginning in front of our eyes, right? Crazy things. So with Pepe 2.0, I'm extremely bullish. I'm not going to be adding any more to my position. The only time I will go ahead and add to my position, it will be on a leverage position, and that would be on MEXC. Obviously, like I mentioned, I'm going to keep on shilling you guys. Go ahead and use my MEXC link down below. 9,100 in signed up bonuses. No KYC required. Takes less than 3 seconds. Up to 200x in leverage trading. And I am looking to go ahead and place a position on MEXC right here for Pepe 2.0. And if not, ideally, I will be getting a full-on confirmation. Will I be going all in around this area? Because I really do believe that once we do go ahead and break through this area right here, and secondly, once we do break this area right here, it's almost a guarantee for sure that we are going to go ahead and pump to the upside. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I think meme coins are kind of lagging right now in the space with all the bullishness that's going on with Grayscale, but I do think that our time will be coming. Just be very patient. I did mention that September will be a very bullish month for us, and including September, October, leading all the way to November, we should be making a lot of money. So I do want to go ahead and say congratulations to all those that are already up a lot. I'm sure a lot of you are making a lot of money already. For me, unfortunately, none of my projects have really pumped to that point. Besides Pepe Gains, I'm at a break even right now. Probably slightly above profit, not too much. I'm probably only up like $12 in profit. So I'm really hoping and crossing my fingers that the projects that I truly do believe in do go ahead and take off. So I'm very excited for the month. You know, that means I will be able to live stream more when there's more news to talk about. And, you know, the space is pretty crazy right now. You know, we have Grayscale winning the lawsuit. We have Bitboy getting fired. Let's go ahead and talk about Bitboy before we go into more further news, right? Because I think this is a very important area that we should go ahead and mention. I did make a video about Bitboy, but I think the situation that Bitboy's in right now, we're going to go ahead and read it. I'm sure everybody's aware. It says, yesterday, BJ Investment Holdings, the parent company of Hit Network, took the legal action into removing Ben Armstrong from the company, specifically the Bitboy crypto brand. And it says this is in regards of him going back to substance abuse, and that he caused financial damage and as well emotional damage to the employees. So I really, you know, I've never really been a big fan of Bitboy crypto. I'm going to be honest. I know a lot of you probably dislike them. But what I really want to go ahead and say this, even though I didn't really like Bitboy as far as like what he did in the past, because he has a history of a past. If you really go ahead and look at a lot of his videos, you tend to go along, you see a lot of things have happened, and his behavior has been changing a lot in the last year, right? And that could possibly be due to the fact of what their allocation is, right? But all I'm going to go ahead and say that, in my opinion, I think this was very unprofessional for the company to go ahead and say this publicly. I think they could have done it more privately, and they could have just said, you know, Bitboy's taking a break, or Bitboy's, you know, going on vacation, some sort of other BS, instead of putting him on blast. Even though I'm not a big fan of Bitboy, I really do believe that they should have been a little bit more respectful to the people around him. You know, it's like, imagine you being in that position where you're doing really good in life, and then your family knows about your drug problem because of what you caused worldwide. You know what I mean? It's like, I think it should have been at a level where it could have been a little bit more private. They didn't have to be like too personal, unless Bitboy wanted to go ahead and say that himself. But I do think there's a lot of things going on. This could be like a legal trick that's going on in the background that Bitboy's probably battling, that they want to go ahead and throw that out there to go ahead and make a distraction. But I really do believe personally that they could have handled this a better way. And I know a lot of you are cheering with Bitboy's downfall, but like, even though, like I mentioned, even though I really wasn't a big fan of Bitboy, I think we should all really go ahead and wish him the best, because we live in a world where it's all about energy, right? If we go ahead and wish the worst for someone, or, you know, hatred or jealousy, we go ahead and get that back in return. So remember, the energy that you put out is the energy you need to you go ahead and receive in different circumstances. So all I could really say is I really wish the best for Bitboy, and I hope he finds himself. I really doubt he's going to be back in the brand. From the looks of it, it kind of sucks, you know. Bitboy Crypto, the YouTube channel, was really there because of him, you know, and there's really no Bitboy Crypto without Bitboy, in my opinion. So I don't think the channel's going to do as well. I could be wrong, but obviously it looks like entities with a lot of money we're owning that channel, and they were owning a lot of the assets. But I really do hope that he finds his way, and he definitely fights through this. But I think they could have done something a lot better. And like I mentioned, you see what's going on right now with a lot of influencers. A lot of influencers haven't even talked about the damn crypto space until literally in the last couple months. They've been inactive because of the whole entire downturn in the market. All the projects they were promoting, no update. And as soon as Bitboy drama comes in, they're all talking about him, posting pictures about, oh, he's the best. Da, da, da. It's like, dude, it's like, this is the space we live in, unfortunately. We live in this space, especially right here with social media, with a lot of influencers and other people are just going to go ahead and jump into the wagon to go ahead and get more exposure, more likes, and whatever the case is, you know? I think it's a pretty effed up situation, but that's the reality that we live in, especially now with everybody being, you know, clout driven. They want clout. They all want to be talked about. They all want to be seen. So, you know, I wish Bitboy the best, but yeah, it's a pretty effed up situation. It looks like they are kicking him out of his brand that he founded, and Bitboy was really the founder of all these crypto influencers. You know, he's the one who really created this space, for the good or for the bad. But I really do wish the best for him and his family, and I hope he could go ahead and go through that with whatever he's going through. But let's go ahead and look at the comments. All right. So no other new comments. So definitely go ahead and comment down below your opinions about Bitboy, Grayscale. Do you think we officially started this mini meme coin season? Are you excited? What are you buying? Let's go ahead and talk about what other project? You want me to go ahead and talk about Pepe Gains? We talked about that. Pepe 2.0. What other project are we gonna? Pepe, there you go, Pepe. We need to go ahead and talk about original Pepe. I almost forgot. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on with original Pepe. So original Pepe is kind of doing its own thing still. I've never really been bearish on this. I think Pepe will be a really good project. Even though, you know, I'm very big on Pepe 2.0. What I like about Pepe Original is that there's more data for us to analyze and be able to trade. And that's what I actually do like about Pepe. And I've been very bullish with Pepe overall about that. If we could go ahead and hold this area of support, which looks like we will, I will be placing a leverage long position very soon on Pepe Original, because this would be a very nice swing trade to the upside if we could go ahead and capture an 100% pump, which I really do believe that will be happening. And especially if we are using leverage, we definitely could be taking advantage of the market. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I think I will be loading up on a lot of long positions in the next coming days or coming weeks. I need to really analyze and look for patterns that I really like, but one of them that I'm already looking on is on Pepe Community. Pepe Community looks like it might be having a bounce back very soon, so definitely be on the lookout. And what I like specifically overall with all the projects that we're talking about is on the leverage side of things, is that we can leverage trade this on MEXC, and like I mentioned, 9,100 in bonuses. But I like the fact that we could go ahead and have a lower risk but also have a higher reward. Obviously leverage trading is very volatile, and you could actually lose a lot of money, but if you know what you're doing, you could definitely go ahead and make a decent amount of money. So it looks like I will be placing some leverage long positions, and whether today, in the next coming hours, and by tomorrow we'll be showing those positions, or maybe in the next coming days. I don't know. I really need to go ahead and feel truly comfortable what is going on in the market, because at the end of the day, this truly could be a fake out and it could dump. I really doubt it, because now we're having all these news plus what we've been talking about. I heard the DXY is going down. We're going to take a look at the DXY. So it looks like everything that we've been talking about in the last coming weeks is finally coming, and our time has come. And believe me, guys, we will be taking advantage of a lot of these opportunities that will be coming our way. So I'm very excited for what is coming during the next coming weeks, in the next coming months. I think meme coin season has started, so I'm very excited for that. We're going to go ahead and have to see and wait where things are heading. But let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 hourly for Pepe Original. So originally for Pepe Original, right now we're looking at the 4 hour. And as we could tell previously right here, before we had this massive pump to the upside right here, which was a really nice pump, looks like we will be creating something very similar to this. So it looks like this might be actually a really good position to go ahead and add a leverage long position before we do go ahead and have that massive pump to the upside. So definitely be on the lookout, or we might be waiting for this signal right here. So I'm telling you, literally everything tends to repeat itself. If you go ahead and see this pump, we're seeing the support. I even mentioned this dump a long time ago when we were around this area. I did mention if we were to go ahead and get rejected right here, we were going to go ahead and eventually fall and retest the support, and so far we have been doing that. So my question right now is, I'm really going to go ahead and be looking for an entry, but it looks like we are exactly copying the same exact thing. I mean, we definitely dumped around the same, and we're seeing the very similar move. So definitely be on the lookout. I think a lot of money will be made leverage trading and just trading meme coins in general. I feel like meme coins haven't fully taken that massive pump to the upside. It looks like altcoins are kind of benefiting a little bit more. But looking at the 4 hourly, you know, Pepe original is looking extremely bullish in my opinion. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly and see where things are heading. So looking at the weekly, we did test the area of support. As we could tell, we could see right here that after we tested this area of support, we had a massive pump to the upside, and I think something very, very similar will be happening. So if this week does end bullish, I might just go ahead and wait till the end of the week to go ahead and place a long position, or I might just be placing one in the next coming days. So definitely be on the lookout. I do believe a massive pump to the upside could be happening, potentially breaking its new all-time high. So I'm very excited for what is going on. More streaming, more money to be made, and most importantly, more meme tokens that are going to be coming out. So I'm very excited for that. Marco says shorted Pepe original. How did that go, bro? Are you still shorting Pepe original? I was going to go ahead and short Ben token. Let's go ahead and see how Ben is doing. I heard it pumped, man. I'm glad I did not enter. Yeah, I'm glad I did not enter a short, because I was going to go ahead and enter a short position on Ben. But I mean, it didn't pump that much. It pumped at 21.21. I did mention that 20.21. If you really want to go ahead and enter a short position, 0.21 to 0.27 would be a really good area to enter a short, because I do believe that it is going to pump, then it's going to get rejected, and it's going to dump even further. That's my opinion with what is going on with Ben. I don't really think, in my opinion, that it's going to go ahead and pump. I think it's going to struggle breaking this area of resistance. That's just my opinion, especially with all the FUD going on with Ben token right now. I think the narrative, it's pretty safe to say that I think it's going to dump, and I might be actually still placing a short position on this. So if I do enter a short position, I will be entering one around, potentially around the 0.23, but to play it a little bit safer, I will go ahead and jump in around the 26.66 area. Right here, I will be placing a short, and hopefully we could go ahead and capture a downside, and I will be placing a stop loss at around potentially the 33 area, which is going to be right here. So I am going to have a pretty tight stop loss. If I do enter from a 27 to 33, that's super tight, so I might be willing to risk all the way up to 36, and I think that's the most I'm willing to risk. So if I do go ahead and enter a short position at 0.27 or 0.26, my stop loss will be at 0.36, because if we do go ahead and pump to 0.36, that means that it's actually going to be a reversal, and it's actually going to be pumping back. But I think this is going to be a fake reversal, and I think this is going to get shorted even more because of all the news. If worse news do come in place, I do think that Ben token is going to take a massive dump. So we're going to go ahead and see how things go. So let me go ahead and save this before I forget. You could also leverage trade Ben on MEXC, so definitely go ahead and use my link down below. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and see where things go. Marco says, Brian says, I can't judge no one, but I can say what I think in my own opinion, what is right or wrong. Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. I agree. I think it's pretty effed up how a lot of people are taking advantage of the whole entire Bitboy situation to go ahead and make content for more clout. But as well, the fact that they're like pushing him on his downfall, you know what I mean? I think that's pretty effed up. Even though I didn't really like his content, I don't wish him the worst, you know, whatever the case is. I really don't. I think it's a pretty effed up situation that you want to go ahead and kick someone when they already hit their bottom, you know. That's pretty effed up. But Marco says, don't think it's ever pumping again. I just opened a short. What's up, King Crypto? Hi, man. You don't think original Pepe's gonna pump again, Marco? I mean, it moves with Bitcoin, so you have to also remember that. I don't know. I honestly, this pump, it could be officially that we are entering meme coin season, but I'm not like officially full on bullish. Like I'll be bullish like by next week, because right now meme coins are not doing the same pump. As you can tell right now, meme coins are not doing the same pump. They're not up as much as altcoins. Altcoins right now are up like 20-30%, especially Bitcoin Cash, which I might potentially be loading up on today. It kind of sucks because I've been wanting to load up last 2 weeks and I didn't get the chance to. Yeah, look at this. It looks like they are taking a little hit right now, not that much, but in the last 24 hours, we do see a 7 to up to a 12% pump. Let's go ahead and see where Bitcoin Cash is at. Bitcoin Cash has pumped a lot, guys, and I've been telling you that I do believe that Bitcoin Cash will be making its previous all-time high, all the way as high as $3,000 plus, and I do believe that in the next bull run, we will be hitting all the way up to $6,000. So it's up about 21% for the week, and it's up 17% for the day. Bitcoin Cash right now sitting at 222, and it did go as high as 225. I will be actually loading up on some Bitcoin Cash shortly, and I might actually be looking at some positions to go ahead and leverage trade Bitcoin Cash as well. So we're going to be looking at the charts in the next coming hours to the next coming days. I'm going to be analyzing the market very tightly, and I'm going to see if I see any good positions to go ahead and enter. Like I said, I think a bend token short does look like a really good opportunity. I don't think it would pump. I could be wrong, but let me know down below your opinion. Do you think this is a fake out before a massive shakeout one more time, or are we officially now entering meme coin season? Hey King Crypto, long time no see, bro. Hope you're having a wonderful day today, man. Marco says yes. Brian says, I reckon Pepe will pump all-time highs again in the bull run. Marco says, why do you like Bitcoin Cash? What's bullish about it? So Bitcoin Cash is really the fork of Bitcoin and the way to actually be able to do peer-to-peer transactions through like stores or goods or services. You know, using Bitcoin as your currency is not good. You know, it's very slow and it costs a lot. So Bitcoin Cash is actually a lot quicker, and not just that. BlackRock is looking to go ahead and add Bitcoin Cash as an ETF. So the first couple ETFs are going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. So those are the four that are going to be pumping and making new all-time highs as soon as these institutions begin to pump, and that's the reason why I am extremely bullish on Bitcoin Cash. Trust me, I know a lot of people don't see it, but I really do see the value. I mean, the fact that it's up 21% for the week, and the fact that BlackRock is working on an BlackRock is working on an ETF for Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin. It's a guaranteed pump, man. We might not agree with it, but I could assure you that the banks will go ahead and pump Bitcoin Cash. And as you can go ahead and see that the last bull run, Bitcoin Cash hit 1,500, and back in 2017 when Bitcoin hit his new all-time high, it hit 3,900. So I really do believe that once institutions go ahead and get Bitcoin Cash approved, Bitcoin Cash will be worth up over $1,000 a coin. And all the people that are getting new into Bitcoin are not going to know the difference between Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash, meaning they will go ahead and buy Bitcoin Cash thinking that it's the same thing at $1,000, $3,000, causing the price to go up even higher. So that's the reason why I'm extremely bullish on Bitcoin Cash. I could be wrong, but I could almost assure you that I am pretty correct. Watch, I'm pretty confident that Bitcoin Cash is going to do its thing. I know it's a very small community of bulls in the Bitcoin Cash space, and I actually will be making more videos on Bitcoin Cash because I know it's a very tight community, and if I could go ahead and get the community on Bitcoin Cash, not only will the channel be able to grow, but as well, I think we could definitely go ahead and bring more awareness to Bitcoin Cash because I think it's super undervalued at the moment. So I am going to be loading up on some Bitcoin Cash this week. Unfortunately, I was hoping we were going to be able to get it below $200, and now I'm going to have to pay more for Bitcoin Cash. I mean, it is what it is. I'm bullish long term. I think this is going to be pumping in the next bull run, and I do think that its previous all-time high of 1,600 with an ETF approval, we will be surpassing that and hitting $3,000 plus a coin. So I am going to load up on Bitcoin Cash. I think one of my biggest bags will be Bitcoin Cash. XLM, CRO that I'm extremely bullish on. And I believe I might load up on some Litecoin too, just because of the ETF. So that's the reason why I'm bullish on it. Marco says Lightning Network solves it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. But I think it's one more. I think Bitcoin Cash is more of that thing where the institutions are going to push, man. I just feel very confident in it. I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't know. It's obviously solely my opinion, but I do believe that it will go ahead and push it. Opinion about Trias. I think I just saw Trias somewhere. No, let's see Trias. Trias token. So it uses AI. So it uses AI for development and framework ecosystem. What does that do? Let me see. I mean, just because it has AI integrated, I think it's gonna do good. Because I do think that's another movement that we're gonna be hitting very soon that we haven't hit yet. AI is going to be one of those where it's definitely going to be revolutionary. And most importantly, with what is going on with this scandemic that's around the corner, in my opinion, I do believe that AI is going to go ahead and take over a lot of jobs that require no skills. So Trias, trustworthy and reliable, intelligent, anonymous systems. An all-in-one server, PC, mobile, IoT, native application, smart contract, execution platform, development framework, collaborating, trustworthy and reliable IA systems make people trust in machines. What does it do though? Decentralized global trusted computing infrastructure, decentralized traceable software, and orientated programming, purpose smart contract. It's actually pretty good. The token economy. So what would they be operating, like heavy machinery? Because the only reason why I'm asking is because I see all these machines here, so I'm assuming that it's probably going to do some of that. So it's going to be integrating AI into like softwares, right? We invest in DAS and develop a DAS it says right here. This is a new high of human intelligence. So pretty much they're trying to do like an Apple, but in a decentralized way. Sounds pretty good to me. Thesis 256, welcome. Thanks very much for the updates. Appreciate you for watching. Smash that like button for me. Really do appreciate it. Looks like Vaporwave. Let's go ahead and look into Vaporwave. Vaporwave Finance. What do they do? I mean, Vaporwave is kind of more like a Yearn Finance, no? From my understanding. I mean, based on what I've read on Trias, it sounds pretty bullish. Like I mentioned, the fact that it's implementing AI and sort of like a SaaS as a service model, it sounds pretty good. I do believe that it might be pumping with everything that's going on. Like I mentioned, this is just rating based on the white paper that I didn't really look into it, but just on a quick little overview, it does sound pretty good, especially with the fact that they will be using the AI on there. And I do think that when the AI wave continues again in the coming future, especially during this bull run, I do think this project could go ahead and make new all-time highs. So this is the one you're talking about, Vaporwave. Kind of reminds me of Yearn Finance. Do you use Vaporwave, by the way, bro? And if so, how are the returns? I mean, the returns tell us right here. It's actually pretty good, man. Frick. Is it time to go ahead and start? I like that return of 0.59% daily. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, I want to look into this. I like this vaporwave. Oh, vaporwave means there's no substance. It's nothing. Oh, I thought you meant vaporwave finance, the actual coin. That makes sense. Okay, I'm getting it. So vaporwave, what you're saying, it means that it's a whole lot of nothing. All they're really doing is selling you the idea of an ecosystem that might not potentially work or might not actually be implemented, but based on the hype, they're going to be able to make money. That makes sense, man. That makes sense. You're smart, bro. You're smart. You're very smart. That makes lots of sense. It could be a possibility. You know, that's what a lot of these projects do, especially meme coins. They promise the whole world to you, and they usually never deliver anything because they really don't have a real product or solution. Yeah, exactly. See, man, you're smart, bro. I've literally never heard the word vaporwave. Like, I thought you were talking about vaporwave finance, but yeah, that makes sense now. I'm going to start using that term a lot more. That's what usually happens with a lot of these meme coins, you know, or altcoins, is that they promise a whole world for you, and it doesn't really need to be in the space of Web3, right? It's like, dude, it's useless. Just stick to the Web2 and just focus on that instead of implementing Web3 that has nothing to do with it, because it sounds cool, but I just don't really understand the back end behind it. I guess it's the DAO based on what I read, but if you kind of think about it, if an owner owns a lot of tokens because they have a lot of money, technically it at one point it doesn't become decentralized anymore. You know, because I know the DAO is supposed to be a decentralized, you know, organization of where you could go ahead and vote, but at the end of the day, if someone has a lot of money and owns most of those votes because they have more money, it's technically not decentralized at that point. Because I've heard about a lot of hacks like that going on, or like a lot of flash loans where like they have DAOs and the person with the most money is able to go ahead and vote onto whatever they want. So that makes sense. So let's go ahead. I mean, we're 42 minutes in, and I already feel like I talked about everything. So let's go ahead and take a look at the DXY and see where things are heading with the DXY. Let's take a look at the daily. So, guys, I'm extremely excited now, because I did mention in the last couple of days that I did wanted to go ahead and see the DXY begin to fall. We shouldn't be celebrating yet, though, because we have seen multiple times where the DXY does go down and then it has a bounce back. We've seen that there. We've seen that there. We've seen it where else? Just a one red stick, but we still see it go up, right? So the question is, will we go ahead and have a third red day? So if the DXY does go ahead and fall below the 102 area, then I'm going to go ahead and say the DXY is for sure going to go ahead and come down to the levels of the 101 and potentially the 99 area. And this is just based on the daily, right? And what does that mean? Well, that means that crypto will begin a pump, you know, but this could also just be a little breather that the DXY is taking before making its new all-time high to the 104 area, which will be tested, meaning if we do go ahead and break the 104 area, 0.895, it's more than likely that we will go ahead and break the 104, or sorry, the 105, following with the 106 and going up, meaning that crypto will begin to take a hit. And that's something definitely we don't want to go ahead and see. And for that reason, that's why I'm going to be extra careful with longing any positions, because this could be a liquidity grab where they go ahead and hype up the whole entire space, and then they go ahead and short this even lower than before. So be extremely cautious. It looks like Marco is adding some short positions to Pepe and other meme coins or possibly altcoins. And like I mentioned, I'm doing the same thing with Bencoin, you know. Let's go ahead and see where things go. But I think I might potentially wait for the DXY to go ahead and fall below the 103.034, which would be below the 102 area, and then I could definitely go ahead and say safely and assume that we will go ahead and potentially go down even lower. But we also got to go ahead and remember that a good area of support is around the 101. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully it does play out as we're all expecting, and the DXY does just continue to follow, starting meme coin season and everything else. So let's definitely go ahead and look at the DXY very, very closely. Don't get hyped up with what is going on with the news. A lot of other influencers are going to be saying a lot of things will be going to the moon. Just be very, very cautious. I wouldn't go ahead and take this pump that we're having right now too serious until we get a full-on confirmation that the DXY is really trending down. And like I said, I want to go ahead and see it fall below the 103 area. So as long as we go ahead and fall below the 102, I would say that we're safely in the zone that the DXY will begin to go ahead and fall down. In the meantime, let's go ahead and look at the Bitcoin dominance and see where things are going. I'm assuming Bitcoin dominance probably picked up due to the fact of the whole entire hype in the market. So let's go ahead and see where things go with that. Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance does seem like it slightly did pick up, and that makes sense. You know, it makes total sense. Let's see how the monthly ends. So the monthly looks like we might be ending on a reversal, which is something we definitely do not want to see. I did mention that we definitely do want to go ahead and see Bitcoin dominance fall below the 47, ideally the 48%, falling below the 48%, to go ahead and show us and give us an indicator that meme coin season is officially starting. If we do go ahead and pump even further, doesn't mean that meme coin season is not going to go ahead and pump. Ideally, usually altcoins begin to pump when Bitcoin dominance reaches 70%. So we could go ahead and bounce the upside before officially meme coin season does begin. I do hope we do have a little run, and like I mentioned, we're not getting the same love and action on meme coins right now. We're not getting the same love. There's not much going on meme coins right now. You know, up 1%, 2%. In the meanwhile, while altcoins are having, you know, really a blast of their time right now. So hopefully meme coins start to get that love starting tomorrow or by the end of the week. I've noticed usually in the crypto space, especially when it comes to news, the news are delayed a couple of days. Like, people start to react, and you also have to remember that the Asian markets are closed right now at the moment, and you know, the Asian markets usually bring in a lot of volatility as well. So we're going to be seeing by tomorrow, ideally, if you know the meme coin sector is going to go ahead and pump as well with altcoins, or is it our turn? Not yet, and we're just gonna have to go ahead and patiently wait. And it might be worth you know, shorting a lot of these meme coins then if we don't go ahead and have that same pump, because as you can see, the Pepe community token has dumped a lot. And I know a lot of you were talking to me about this yesterday, and I did mention that ideally I wanted to go ahead and see how it held itself against the 618 area. And so far on the daily right now, it looks like we're on the 618. So the question is, are we going to go ahead and fall down below on the 0.785, which is the next area of support, or are we going to go ahead and bounce from the 618 area? So that's what we're going to be waiting for. Like I said, it looks like I might be placing a few leverage long positions on a lot of these meme coins to the upside, but potentially it could also be to the downside, because with Pepe community on the 1 hourly, it is lacking a lot of volume, meaning that this could go down even further. So this could just go ahead and pump a little bit higher to the 0.17 area before testing the 786 area. And obviously, if it doesn't have a bounce back from there, and it does bounce back above the 0.13 area, it could be a potential that it will go down even further. So there's still money to be made. You just have to be very, very cautious and be on the lookout of what's really making sense right in front of us, right? We don't want to go ahead and get hyped up based on the news. We want to go ahead and focus on what is really going on. So we're going to go ahead and look at Pepe community very closely and see how the 4 hourly chart reacts. If we do go ahead and break above it, and we do go ahead, because on the 4 hourly, it looks like Pepe did lose the support on the 618. So let me go ahead and check, because I did that on the daily. But let's go ahead and redo it again and see where we are actually at, because I do want to go ahead and place a position on this. Yeah, it looks like we did fall below the 618. So we did lose the support at the 618 on the 4 hourly using the Fibonacci retracement. Sorry, my nose is like super itchy. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like we did fall below the 618 on the Fibonacci retracement for Pepe community. So, and that's on the 4 hourly, right? So we're really going to go ahead and see how it reacts if we do go ahead and in the next 8 hours hold this area of support on the 618. I will be placing a long position, meaning that it could potentially go up even higher. If it does go ahead and get rejected on the 618 right here, if we do touch it once again, I doubt if we are bearish on it, we will touch that area. It could be a potential if we slightly touch it above, but I do think that the 0.19 area will be a possibility of rejection right here before falling down and testing the 786 area. So be on the lookout for Pepe community. Like I said, one of the biggest indicators right now is that we're lacking volume. So when there's no volume, it means that we'll definitely go ahead and possibly have another little fake out where the market pumps just to go ahead and what is it called, have a little liquidity grab on some bulls, causing the price to go down even further. So be on the lookout for that as well. It could also be a massive head and shoulders forming where we could go ahead, if we do go ahead and break above that area of resistance, if we do go ahead and break above that, I do think new all-time highs will be forming before having another dump around the 618 area. So either way, there's money to be made. All you really need to focus on, in my opinion, is really look at what's in front of us and don't go based on high, because volume is lacking on the 4 hourly. This could all change once Asian markets, the Asian market does start, and as soon as we do go ahead and get volume picked up, causing this to go ahead and push to the upside. So be on the lookout for that. It is listed on a lot of exchanges. So there is going to be a lot of leverage traders possibly getting wrecked both sides. So be on the lookout for that. Let's see. Hey, Jack. MOC Beep. Yes, Beep. What's up, Brian? How's it going, man? Marco says, would be fun for you to place a leverage position and we'll follow it on the live. I'm down, bro. I'm down. I'm actually down to go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and let's do that tomorrow, because I have to go ahead and set up a new account. I want to go ahead and set up a new account just solely for this YouTube, and I want to go ahead and fund it solely just for live streaming. The only reason why it's also like a hit or miss is that when you're trading, when you're leverage trading, it kind of lags a lot, at least on MEXC, right? So like if I'm live streaming and I'm trying to trade, it's going to be very, very laggy, because I get very bad connection just from my general connection. But as soon as I start leverage trading, because I believe the servers are out in like Singapore, I get very, very laggy at times because my connection is terrible. So I could imagine what it will be like, leverage trading live on my position on MEXC while I'm live streaming. So I'm open for that, but I have to really I'll go ahead and create a new account tonight. I'll go ahead and fund it. Not that much. I'll probably do like $100 or $200. I'll keep it very, very simple. And if I do enter any positions, I think I'd do probably max $50 to $100, with obviously potentially hitting 10x leverage. That's what I usually like to use, 10 to 7. And that's only due to the fact that I'm not too confident in this market yet. Until I go ahead and get a full-on indicator that we are back in a bullish market, I will go ahead and add a little bit more to my long or to my short. But I'm definitely down to do that, bro. I'm down to go ahead and do that. So I'll go ahead and open up a new account. Marco says just open long-term positions, no need for live trading. Yeah, I could go ahead and do that too, bro. I could go ahead and do that. I'm down for that. I've been literally thinking about that the last 2 weeks. I've been thinking about a live trading live when I'm live streaming. The only thing that I'm thinking about, and I'm sure you could go ahead and testify for this, is that when you're trading, the last thing you want to be is like being bothered, you know what I mean? Especially if you're looking to go ahead and enter a position. So I might go ahead and fund it tonight and enter a position tonight. That way tomorrow when I go live, you can see my position, or I might just go ahead and just do it tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's all about trying, man. I could just give you my assumptions of what I think, but honestly, we really don't know until I try it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is that as soon as I'm done live streaming, I'm going to go ahead and create an account, a new account that is specifically just for live streaming. And every time I enter a position live, I'll go ahead and show how my position is doing and all that. Sounds good, bro? But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about MLC. MLC is having a nice little retracement, possibly. It looks like we will be bouncing back from the area of support. So let's go ahead and see where MEXC MLC is heading at right now. So looking at the daily, I did mention the last couple days, based on the Fibonacci, that we will be breaking towards the 618 area, and I did mention that as long as we do go ahead and continue to hold this area of support, we will be seeing MLC pump from that area of support. And so far it looks like on the daily we have pumped. So the question is, will we go ahead and have another green day? If we do have another green day, this could go ahead and make new all-time highs. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Can't wait till we do go ahead and get listed on MEXC in order to go ahead and leverage trade this. But it looks like volume is slightly picking up, which is a good sign. It is actually a lot higher than it was back on the 27th of August. And obviously the most volume we got in was on the 28th, which was this massive dump right here on the downside. So it looks like MLC will be pumping very, very soon, possibly based on the daily, right? Because on the 29th, which is today, so far the day hasn't fully ended, but we do see volume has picked up a lot. So let's go ahead and look at the 4-hourly. We really do want to go ahead and see it break this 0.382 area, which is right here, to go ahead and confirm that we are making new all-time highs. So let's go ahead and pull out the 4-hourly. And I might be changing up my live streaming time as well, because I've noticed that I tend to get more people joining the live stream around this time. So possibly starting next week, I might be live streaming a little bit later, because it seems like I have more people during this time. So comment down below if this would be ideally a better time if I start the live streams around the time as of right now, if it works for you, because I do see a lot of viewers tuning in a lot around this time, and it has been constant in the last couple of days. So it definitely does tell me that probably more people are either out of work, they're probably finally relaxing, or now they have the time. So let me know, comment down below if this would be ideally a better time for me to live stream, because I've been starting a little bit earlier. So let's go ahead and see where things go moving forward. But once this bull run does start officially, we will be live streaming twice a day. That's the goal, live streaming twice a day. So looking on the 4-hourly on MLC, it looks like we did hit this area of support on the 618 area. We did fall below it, but we have been holding that area of support, and we actually did break above the 618 area. So that it is actually quite a pretty bullish sign in my opinion. So actually, let's go ahead and really fix the Fibonacci retracement. Let's go ahead and do it one more time, because when you do different time frames, it moves slightly. So we want to be accurate when it comes to this. Yeah, so we actually did fall. See, we actually did fall below. Yeah, we did slightly fall below the 618, but we did break above it. So that's actually a pretty good sign that we did break above the 618. As long as we go ahead and continue to hold above the 618 on the 4-hourly, and we continue to push, the next area we really want to go ahead and see MLC break is a 0.382. If we do break this area right here, we can go ahead and confirm that we are officially back in a bull trend. If not, getting rejected on the 0.382 will mean that this will go ahead and dump even lower, potentially down to the 0.786, which will be putting MLC down to the 0.8 area. So that would be another 50 to 60% dump. So I really do believe that we will be breaking above that based on the momentum and volume. As you could tell, volume has been slightly going up, so that's a really, really good sign. Let's just go ahead and wait for tomorrow and see where this is actually heading. I think a lot of meme coins are going to be reacting a little bit more tomorrow, based on the news that we got today. So let's go ahead and put some music. Suave says, "What's up, bro? Haven't seen you in a while, man. Great to see you here again." He says, "Hi, John. What do you think of Wall Street Meme? Can Wall Street Meme 10x at launch?" Wall Street Meme, man, I was actually going to go ahead and do a review on Wall Street Memes due to the fact that I got offered a collaboration with Wall Street Memes and I was going to get paid for it. But honestly, just looking at the projects, for me personally, based on what I've seen and what they've done, I think, in my opinion, it's I don't want to call it a scam, but I think they're doing some very fishy things, in my opinion, and that's the reason why I actually rejected the decision, and I decided not to no longer work with them. So I actually was working with them for a while, and they were going to go ahead and pay me to go ahead and do videos for them, but you know, after reviewing their work and what they have done with multiple projects, because the same team that does Wall Street memes released AI Deutsch, or I think it's called AI Deutsch, yeah, and that project didn't do too well. And they also released I think, sorry, my nose is like super itchy. They also released, I believe it was Bitcoin 2.0, if I'm not mistaken, and then Eco something. So the same company is releasing all these other tokens that you see that have all these pre-sales and all this going on, like ICOs, is actually the same company. It's actually the same team pumping the same tokens and coming out with the same token over and over again. And for that reason, I just couldn't push that. I just really couldn't push that to you guys. So that's the reason why I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and like not take the deal on the money they were offering, because I believe they were the same. Let me check. I think they were the same creators of Bitcoin 2.0. I would know based on looking at it. So I think it might be. Let me see. No, this is not it. I don't think this is it. But I could definitely assure you that it's the same team that created Deutsch AI. Which one was it? What was the ticker symbol? Yeah, I can't find it, but it was AI Deutsch, actually. AI Deutsch. There you go. AI Deutsch. I think it was this one or this one they released. Let me look at this one. No, I don't think it's this one, is it? Yeah, it was this one. So there you go. So the same team that did Wall Street memes, if I'm not mistaken, if this is the correct one, because I know they launched an AI Deutsch or AI Deutsch X. I don't freaking remember, dude. But it's something with the Deutsch, right? It's the same team that actually launched, that is actually launching meme coin, Wall Street memes. So for that reason, for me personally, I decided not to work with him. And if you really want to go ahead and get some feedback, there's this guy, I can't remember his name. I'll definitely go ahead and talk about it next stream, where he pretty much shows you the reason, all the projects that they worked on that are scams. And I just really don't know what to say. You know, I just, for me personally, like I mentioned, I rejected the offer because for me personally, I thought it was just a very fishy company. And based on this other YouTuber that I watch, it makes sense based on my own personal analysis. I just realistically can't really go ahead and talk about it. Yeah, I just really can't really talk about it. But in my opinion, if you are investing in Wall Street memes, just be very cautious. Only invest in where you're willing to lose. If you're okay losing $1,000, only put in $1,000. $100, but if you want to go ahead and take that risk, don't put in too much. Just trust me on that. Trust me on that. Like, based on what I've noticed and the reason why I rejected the offer from working with them, it's a reason why I wouldn't want to go ahead and show you the project, because I don't feel, I've noticed something going on there that potentially eventually I'll go ahead and talk about it, possibly on my Discord. So Chris says, what's up, Chris? How's it going, man? Chris says, 10:30 p.m. here, finally home after work. Great, man. Hope you had a great day today, Chris. Brian says, 10:30 here as well. Marco says, quality content over money. You have a good future here. Yeah, man. You know, this space, it's a hit or miss, right? There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I could so much really say my opinions on. Whether it's crypto, whether it's the actual financial markets, there's a lot of things that go on in the back end that I really wish I could talk about that I can't talk about, you know what I mean? Because it really is like that, you know, it's like one of those I'm sure a lot of you probably heard about, what goes on in like Hollywood. There's things you could say and there's things you can't talk about, and it's similar in this space. It's like there's things you could go ahead and talk about, and there's things you don't want to talk about because you could create enemies that are willing to go ahead and do things, kind of what happened with Bitboy. And I think that's what Bitboy did. He was running his mouth way too much, that he created enemies, and because they had more power over him, they were able to do what they did to him. And that's the reason why I have to be very careful what I talk about. And based on what I saw with Wall Street memes, after I got the offer and I actually made the video and I decided not to post it, I want to go ahead and have as much as a clean reputation as I can, right? I'm not here to go ahead and sell you a project that I'm going to go ahead and dump on. And if I am being paid by a project, I will go ahead and announce that I am being paid. To me, it's all about the community. For me, I would rather have your loyalty over sponsorship money or any of that, because in this space you do go ahead and get a lot of that. And if I am shilling a meme coin that I'm getting paid, I will always tell my community, hey guys, I'm getting paid. And yeah. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you straight up, because I think that's the best thing that one could go ahead and do. But unfortunately, in this space specifically, there's a lot of other influencers that shill all these projects to their community without announcing that they are getting paid, and you end up being the liquidity. You know what I mean? You end up being the liquidity grab. The rug pull gets pulled under you as soon as you join, and you could go ahead and see that with a lot of previous YouTube channels, right? And that's something I definitely do not want to go ahead and do. I want to build a long-term relationship with all of you. I really do like the fact that a lot of you are supporting me, and to me that means a lot. Sorry, I keep on getting like super itchy. I think I got like allergies or something. It could potentially be the new variant, man. It's possibly the new variant. So obviously the only deals that I'm working on right now is MEXC, which is sign-up bonuses. I get paid on that if you use my link and you trade, and then as well with Dubby. So if you use my Dubby link down below or my code Pepe2, you get 10% off, plus you help support the channel. So those are the two deals that I currently have right now that I am saying that I do get paid for, but it's all based on affiliate commission. So I only get paid if you go ahead and actually purchase any of the items or actually use the links that I'm providing. That's really the way I can make additional income there as well. Plus, it helps support the channel. Like I mentioned, you help me succeed, we both succeed. But at the end of the day, where I know a lot of the money will be coming in as over time when the channel gets bigger will be mostly auto trading, So this is where all the really big money is going to be coming in for me. It's going to be the trading. The YouTube stuff is going to be like side income, where it's definitely hopefully going to go ahead and help me grow as a person and be able to do more giveaways to the community, be able to do more. But ideally, most of the money will be coming in from trading, obviously if I'm doing good trades, right? So yeah, but that's the reason why I didn't want to go ahead and work with Wall Street memes. So I just suggest you to just be very careful, and yeah. that's all I'm going to say. Mark says, good quality over money. You have a good future. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you a lot. Yeah, so it looks like I might be, live streaming around this time every day. I might go ahead and try this tomorrow. The cool thing is that we're worldwide, right? We can go ahead and reach any audience. My goal right now is to really figure out a little bit more about all of you, see what works for you, because right now I have a lot of people from the US that watch my content, and then I have other people that are from across the world, like Germany, India. So I definitely want to go ahead and be able to work with your guys' schedule as well. So I really do appreciate every one of you for always tuning in and showing support. But just be very patient with me. That's what I'm saying. I don't have everything perfectly. My editing's obviously not the best. My quality is not the best, but we are getting there. And my goal is to go ahead and improve every day and be able to provide real value to every one of you, because that's really what my goal is overall, is providing value to all of you. And I know definitely that channel will go ahead and take off during the next bull run. Marco says, I'm in Europe right now, but starting next month, I won't be able to be here at this time. No worries, man. Just let me know. Like I said, definitely go ahead and yeah, you could definitely go ahead and watch the replay. But I honestly, it just so happens that the replays get a lot more views than my regular content, and you guys could actually go ahead and see that from my channel. It seems like more people prefer the live streams. I know usually the live streams are a hit or miss. You know, like I said, since we are worldwide, we do tend to go ahead and get views all over the place. But as you can tell, it seems like more people watch the content already pre-recorded. You know, so the channel does very well with live streams. Seems like people enjoy that content more than the actual, you know, long form videos. As you could tell, you know, 7 hours ago, only 24 views. Seems like a lot of people don't like watching this kind of content. As you can see, look, Pepe 2.0 slow rug, 530 views. Like, I don't really get that much views on this kind of format of content. Shorts, it's sort of half and half, right? It's sort of half and half, but where I get a lot of you watching my content and the channel has been growing because of all of you that I'm very, very grateful for is due to the live streams. You see the live streams get massively a lot more views than any other thing that I do. So I really do enjoy the live streams personally. I like the fact that it feels a little bit more connected with every one of you, and we actually get to build that community and that relationship. So so far right now, hopefully, I know the channel, it's all about being patient, you know. I try not to focus too much on the views. I do really focus on it because it really does tell me how the channel's doing. But I could definitely go ahead and say the channel's been doing really great. You know, we've been, last week we got about 30, 40 new subscribers. It's just all really about timing, you know. I know everybody's a different time zone. So definitely go ahead and hit over where it says community and vote your time zone, because I've been trying to get the time zone. And I know when I do post it, sometimes I don't get enough eyes. Like on this one, I got 19 votes. But if I go down over here, all the way down to these over here, like this one right here, are you still bullish on Pepe 2.0? I got 63 views. So I'm still trying to play with the time zones because YouTube hasn't really told me exactly the perfect time zones, but it is a hit or miss. Just bear with me, you know. I'm doing my best to go ahead and provide as much quality as I can content to you, and most specifically post during the time that's more beneficial for all of you. So definitely YouTube's a little slow right now because the channel is brand new, guys. The channel's literally only been out for 3 months, so I don't have enough data from all of you to know when you guys actually watch my content or not. It's a hit or miss. YouTube tells me something, and in reality it's another case. Like today I posted a video at 6:30 thinking that it was gonna get more views, and it didn't do too well. But the last couple of days ago I posted the video at 1 p.m. PST, assuming that all my US viewers were going to go ahead and watch it, and it actually did pretty well. So it's a hit or miss. I really don't know when to go ahead and upload. Marco says starting in October he will go ahead and watch replay. I hope you could go. Hopefully by October, man. I hope I could go ahead and work around your schedule on that. Brian says, do your thing, brother. Don't stress over nothing, as talent and passion can be beat, and you surely have it. And with that, the people will come. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you a lot. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I try not to focus too much. Unfortunately, you know, I'm a very orientated, you know, goal person. Like I like setting goals for myself, and I could definitely go ahead and say that this so far has been the most fastest growing YouTube channel I've ever started, and the most subscribers I've ever had. And this channel has grown a lot. The only thing is that you have two kind of people, right? You have the people that love your content and support you no matter whether the market's up or whether the market's down, like all of you that are currently watching right now. And then there's the viewers that only watch my content when the market's up. And right now, because the market's neutral and the last couple weeks has been down, as you can tell, my views and everything have been falling down. Like so far this month, usually I average around 3,000 views total a week. And so far this week, I haven't ended the week. So far, it looks like I might go ahead and only average around 2,000 views, you know. So I'll be short about, you know, as you can tell, you see the decreases about 19% down for the 7 days, and minutes have decreased from about 15%. So the channel has been decreasing a lot in the last couple weeks. So it's a little bit harder to go ahead and reach people during a bear market because people just don't get excited. It kind of sucks, you know. This is the time everybody should be learning and really, you know, tuning in a little bit more into learning new skill sets. Like for me, like I've been watching a lot of other content creators on things I might not know, you know, because I want to become a better content creator. Hey, what's up, Tillery? How's it going, bro? How is it going, man? Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Hope you had a great day at work today. Harry Potter Trump. Let's go ahead and take a look at Harry Potter Trump. Is it this one? I can't remember. No, I don't think it's this one. I think he sent me the smart contract this morning. My bad, I didn't see your messages, bro. I'm just seeing this now. Let's go ahead and see. It looks like, I don't know, bro. You remember I told you yesterday, Tillery, last night, I think it was, I told you that there wasn't that many sales, which to me was a red flag to be a scam. So let's see how it's doing right now so far. Yeah, man, it looks like they did a scam. I think they rug pulled. Yeah, it looks like they rug pulled, bro. Yep, they rug pulled. They rug pulled, Tillery. The reason why you could tell is because it doesn't show you your liquidity right here. It's just we haven't detected it. Usually when you see 0-0 like that, that means they ended up doing a rug pull on this one. And we could possibly even check the smart contract and see, and it tells you right here, look, 11 hours ago, remove liquidity. So it is a rug pull. So I'm glad you brought this to the attention. So everybody that's watching right now could go ahead and see what rug pulls usually look. I hope you didn't invest too much, bro. To me, that was kind of one of the red flags, and that's why when it comes to a lot of these meme tokens, man, it's a hit or miss, right? Especially in this space, you really can't trust a lot of new contracts that come out. But to me personally, because I've already been rug pulled several times, especially on live last time, I learned that it's better to go ahead and wait a couple days. Like you might miss out on a lot of gains, but sometimes it's better to go ahead and wait 3 days to a week to really go ahead and see if the token is a rug pull or a scam. And based on this one, I remember I shared this one. I was like, hey guys, like I actually shared this one with Tillery and a few of you. I said, take a look at Harry Potter Trump. Because it does look like it could be pumping, but I ended up just waiting. You know what I mean? I ended up forgetting about it. Honestly, I ended up forgetting about it and I didn't jump in. But what I've noticed yesterday was that there was only nothing but buy sells, and that's kind of the reason why I told you yesterday, Tillery. I was like, hey, bro, like, can you sell? Because it is not looking too well. It looks like almost like a scam, and it looks like you weren't able to sell, and that's probably the reason why there wasn't that much selling going on. So this is a rug pull. Liquidity, when it ends like this, means that the liquidity has been pulled, and when you go ahead and look into the smart contract, it usually tells you right here. It tells you method, remove liquidity. Remove liquidity, and this happened about 11 hours ago. So I think that's why moving forward we should be trading with Unibot or any Telegram trading bot, because you could actually go ahead and get in and get out of a trade and even detect before they decide to go ahead and pull the liquidity. So I hope you didn't invest too much, my guy. I ended up not jumping on it because I forgot, and I was waiting to go ahead and get a paycheck that I ended up just getting today. So luckily I didn't get it sooner, or else I would have probably thrown in money in it too. But yeah, that's why I suggest moving forward just to go ahead and wait a couple days. Sometimes it's we kind of get that thing where we want to go ahead and jump in right away, but it sometimes is worth waiting. And we did talk about this one too, Harry Potter Obama Rose. We did break that level of support, so this is not a really good sign either. So we need to be on the lookout for this one. I do see that this address is selling a lot of it. 24BF, which could potentially be either a bot that people are using, or it's a or it's a what is it called? It's the team tokens. So definitely be on the lookout for things like this. This is why it's very important when it comes to meme coins to go ahead, and you really have to be looking at it at all times to really see if any of this fishy stuff is going on. But this one, for example, this address has over has sold a lot of about Bitcoin, Bitcoin Obama Rose, and Ben.eth did jump into the space, so a lot of people were quite bearish on that. I did throw in a couple bucks, not that much, $50, but this is the reason why we only invest $50 to $200 max when it comes to these meme coins, because about 99% of them are scams, pure rug pulls with the intention to rug pull, and usually they usually fail. So that's why we only want to go ahead and risk $50 to $100, and max I would say $200. But when it comes to a lot of these meme coins, we want to be very, very careful, because I've noticed that I was watching this one whale that put in $23 and turned $23 into $3 million into Pepe Original. So that tells you that if a project's supposed to be successful, $50 to $100 should make you a decent amount of money. Obviously, $1,000 and up, it's a little bit more of a riskier side of things, but because we aren't officially in a bull run, I think it's worth waiting a couple days and only risking $50 to $200 max. He risked about 135. All right, bro, I'm glad. Not glad that you lost, but I'm glad that you didn't put in a lot of money. It would have been like, fuck, bro, you lost $1,000. That would have been different. What's up, bro? I haven't seen your, I've seen some of your videos, man. I'll talk to you after the stream. But yeah, and I believe Unibot tells you. There's a reason why I'm looking and I'm waiting. Once this actual meme coin season begins, we're going to be trading using Unibot, because I believe this one could go ahead and detect before liquidity gets rugged, if I'm not mistaken. And these are the kind of tools we want to be using. I don't know where it's at, but I like this one. Test your sells ahead and maximize your selling potential. So you could go ahead and test if the order will actually go through. So this is the reason why we got to use tools like this when it comes to trading these meme coins moving forward. And I will go ahead and start pushing this a little bit more in the next coming weeks, especially if the bull run has started. If the bull run, the meme coin season has started, I will be pushing Unibot a little bit more, and I'll be showing you all the trades that I do in and out, and potentially I will be doing a wallet that I will share with all of you where you guys could go ahead and follow. So there's a lot of big things that will be coming in the works. For sure, Shabham. Appreciate you, man. So any other questions any of you currently have right now? I'm about an hour and 22 deep into the live stream. I don't mind going another hour, but if you have any other questions, not only does it make this stream go by a lot quicker on my end and more entertaining, but I also get to go ahead and answer all your questions. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, definitely go ahead and do that. Altcoin John. Go ahead and message me directly. I do message a lot of you here already, so definitely go ahead and do that. I do reach out to everybody and I do reply. Sometimes a little late. Sometimes not right away, like a few of these messages, like what Tillery said. I apologize for not being able to see this, man. But sometimes I won't get right away, but I will definitely reply to you. So definitely go ahead and do that. Looks like Sam ended up doing a Twitter space 5 hours ago. I didn't know that. See, I wasn't aware of that. It looks like I have a boatload of notifications too, man. This thing's going crazy, but yeah, I really do appreciate every one of you. And let's see what else we can go ahead and talk about, because I am going to be ending the stream very, very soon. I really do appreciate all of you jumping in today and showing your support. It really means a lot. You know, it really does mean a lot. A very simple gesture as just smashing the like button goes a long ways for me. So I do want to go ahead and mention a few projects that I will be loading up on possibly this week. I will be buying Bitcoin Cash. So if you can, obviously not financial advice, try to buy some Bitcoin Cash. If you could buy one full Bitcoin Cash, I think it would be worth holding on to. before loading up a lot. But I think if you can, try buying half of a Bitcoin Cash or buy one full one. I would suggest everybody do that if you can. Obviously not financial advice, but I think I might either buy a few Bitcoin Cashes this week, or I might just buy one or half, and then just leverage trade all the other positions that we were talking about. Like I believe Ben's going to be a good short. Pepe, original Pepe could be a good long, and Pepe community could be a good long as well, along with Pepe 2.0 and a few others. So I want to go ahead and really leverage trade moving forward a little bit more. I want to be more active in that side because it looks like we are getting some bullish momentum, and during bullish momentum you definitely do want to go ahead and be leverage trading, right? Not only is it a lower risk, it's a higher reward, but we could also go ahead and take advantage of the volatility with us as well, especially if it's the volatilities to the upside. So let's go ahead and definitely go ahead and take a look at all the projects that we talked about today. Right now, I'm not confident full on to go ahead and go long or go short fully. I think I will be a little bit more confident by the end of the week or by tomorrow. I will be analyzing the charts really tightly after the stream to go ahead and look at a few other indicators to go ahead and let me know whether I should go ahead and jump into a position or not. But I will be creating my other MEXC account that will be specifically just for the live stream, and I will go ahead and fund it with a couple of dollars. I don't know, I might just fund it with $300, or I might just fund it with probably 50 to 100 bucks. And that's the only reason why, is because I would rather buy and load up on Bitcoin Cash for right now. Like, I would rather put in most of my money in Bitcoin Cash and XLM and CRO. Honestly, like, I would rather buy a decent bag on those projects right now than do leverage trading, because yes, we do have a lot of volatility, but it hasn't been confirmed whether we're going to go ahead and continue to trend up, or if this is a fake out where they're just going to go ahead and do a liquidity grab. So I'd be very cautious, have very tight stops right now, in my opinion. If you do go ahead and decide to leverage trade this market, I am looking to go ahead and trade it. But like I mentioned, there's still a few indicators that I really want to see. For example, the DXY. I want to see if the DXY is really actually trending down, or was it just taking a breather for today to go ahead and trend up even higher. And the other thing I want to go ahead and see is, are we officially entering meme coin season? And for me to go ahead and find that out, I need to go ahead and see how the month ends. The month will be ending about... Today's the 30th. So how long does the month go this month? Okay, so it goes till the 31st. So September would officially start Friday. So I don't mind being patient and waiting on some gains, and waiting a couple more days to go ahead and get full on confirmation. Because as much as I want to do it, the mistake I've been doing the couple months, guys, I'm gonna be honest, is that I've been very impatient, and I've been very greedy to making some trades. Like, I made some decent returns, and I've also lost a lot of money leverage trading because I was not patient. And every time I was impatient, I lost money. Literally, my game plan that I had would follow. So like, moving forward, I'm trying not to get too emotional with my trades. And with that being said, I'm going to be honest and transparent. You know, for me personally, I don't feel comfortable yet with this market. I did say that there could be a potential opportunity to go ahead and short and long some of these coins that we're looking at, but I don't feel confident. And if you don't feel confident, that's probably the worst thing you could do when it comes to trading or holding on to an investment. Because if you don't feel confident, what that usually means is that not only are you, one, going to be stressing out a lot, but you're also more than likely going to do the wrong mistake. So, and that's something I definitely don't want to do moving forward, because my goal moving forward is, how can I go ahead and make as much money without having to risk too much? Because I feel like I've been too much of a DJ in these last couple weeks to months, where especially right now my meme coin portfolio is down like 99%. Like, literally, like all the money I invested on a lot of these projects, I'm down. Like, I pretty much like blew money. But I'm very confident in Pepe 2.0 and Pepe gains, and hopefully Hoppy could be one of them. But it looks like I took a lot of L's last month, and I'm trying to go a little bit onto a little bit more of a safer route. Obviously nothing safer, but what I'm trying to say is that if we do go ahead and get an altcoin season, because altcoins are pumping, I would rather go ahead and buy, you know, Bitcoin Cash, XLM, put a couple grand into those projects, Litecoin, and just wait. while meme coin season starts, because I would rather honestly just wait for my meme coin portfolio to go up in order for me to go ahead and begin trading meme coins once again, because I have been over leveraged. I'm over leveraged right now. I sold most of my altcoins and I'm not holding on to any altcoins at the moment right now. So I do want to go ahead and enter back in. I did sell most of my altcoins before the dump, but I do want to go ahead and jump back in on a lot of the altcoins that I did sell. And I sold a lot of them to go ahead and jump into Pepe 2.0 again. And right now Pepe 2.0 is still not doing anything. So that's what I'm trying to say. And I even told myself I wasn't going to go ahead and buy any more meme coins. And the first thing I do, buy meme coins, right? So I really do want to go ahead and stick to that plan. But with that being said, let's go ahead and see how tonight and tomorrow ends, or today or tomorrow, whatever the day is that you're watching this. But my goal would be ideally that by the 1st, we should go ahead and get a better indicator of where the market's getting, and hopefully we can go ahead and do some trades together live. So I will be setting up my MEXC account for that. So let's go ahead and see. Marco, take care and thank you for the live. I appreciate you, Marco. Hope you have a great day, man, or a good night, man. I really do appreciate you for tuning in today. Tillery says MLC pump back up 50 from $2,000 to the $4,000 level. Yeah, MLC, I think it will be making new all-time highs very, very soon. We just need to go ahead and take a look at some critical areas that I mentioned earlier. I don't think you were in the live stream, so I'll go ahead and mention those critical areas. But we definitely do want to go ahead and see it hold and break above this 0.382 area to go ahead and confirm that we are, we are going to be trending up, and volume has been slowly decreasing, which is a really, really good sign. So definitely be on the lookout for that, everyone. I really do suggest you to go ahead and take a look at MLC. Only 175 holders, currently at a market cap of 419. I think they were at 300,000 market cap. So I do believe that we will be hitting new all-time highs, and I'm still holding on very strongly because I do believe in this project. I won't be taking profits until we enter the 1 million to the 3 million market cap. And I don't know, I might change it up. Right now my goal is 1 million, depending on how the market's reacting. I do believe that once MLC hits the 1 million market cap, 3 million market cap is around the corner. So I am being very patient with Mellow token. I really do believe in the team and what they're doing, and they're having weekly spaces every Sunday. So I do believe that this token will go up higher, and it's pretty much giving us the same exact answer on the technical analysis. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Brian says, what's your take on PAX gold going to explode when we start to use it as a huge trade currency? What is PAX? I never heard of it. I've never heard of PAX. Swear. I've never heard of this, man. I've never heard of PAX. So this is like actual gold pegged? Physical gold. A digital token backed by physical gold. Interesting. No custody fees, minimum purchase, instant allocation. How do you buy this? I've never heard about PAX. I mean, I have to really look into it, but I mean, if it's my question is, where, like, how do we actually know the reserves are there, though? I like this though. I am definitely going to be loading up on some PAX. I mean, I would additionally, I would suggest everybody to go ahead and hold on to actual physical gold. Like, I like gold a lot. I used to be a jeweler. I used to be in the jewelry industry, so I have a gold chain and a gold ring right here. I'm really into jewelry. I do like jewelry. I really don't wear it as much, but I do believe that jewelry is a pretty good investment. Like this chain I have right here, it is solid gold. It's like a 3-color. It's rose gold, white gold, and yellow gold. And I actually have been looking into loading up more gold and silver. The only thing with me with gold is that I actually had a lot more gold, right? But I've lost a lot of it. I lost a lot of my gold, and as well, I want to buy physical gold and silver, and I was actually thinking about it. I was looking at some physical bars. I was actually looking at buying some silver ounces. I forgot what it's called. It's just AP MEXC. Yeah, I was looking at this. I was looking at the prices of silver. Silver's at $25 an ounce right now, and I really do believe that silver is going to hit about $60 and above an ounce when this recession really hits, even worse than what it currently is. And I was actually looking into buying an ounce of silver, because it's actually not that much right now for an ounce of silver. Sorry, not an ounce. What am I thinking about? Not an ounce. Oh yeah, an ounce of silver. I was thinking of buying more than an ounce of silver though. I was thinking of buying a little bit over 10 ounces. Because right now 10 ounces is about 303. It's probably lower if you go to your local jeweler or whatever the case is. But I have been looking into buying some silver. The only issue with me, and I'm glad he actually brought in the Pack X, because I'm really going to go ahead and look into that, is that I tend to lose a lot of my things. That's the reason why I don't like to carry physical cash either. And right now I'm not buying as much jewelry due to the fact that I tend to lose jewelry as well. So that's kind of the reason why I'm kind of stepping away into buying silver or buying physical. But I really do suggest every one of you that if you do have a place to go ahead and store it pretty well, and you're not like me that loses everything, and buying physical gold and silver I would rather recommend. But for a person like me, like this actually makes more sense. You know, it's like I would rather buy digital gold and silver because I would lose it. The only problem is that if we were to ever go into a position, especially depending on the country you're from, it's going to be a lot easier for you to move your gold and silver than it would moving a digital asset such as this. This is just my opinion. I don't know. But I do think that if anything was to go ahead and happen, it'd be a lot easier for you to sell your gold and silver, and you won't have a problem with that, right? So you definitely don't want to have gold and silver in your bank. I don't recommend that. A lot of people are willing to do that. Just that for me personally, I think that if you're going to go ahead and be holding gold and silver, it's better to hold it physically than digital. You could go ahead and have both. Like I said, for me personally, I tend to lose a lot of things, so this might be worth it for me as well. Brian says most exchanges accept pack gold, so that's good. 1000% physical gold is number one. Yeah, so like for me, I want to load up on silver, but I tend to lose everything. So like that's why I'm kind of looking into my strategy, and I really do want to buy silver. Like I really do want to go ahead and buy silver and gold. Just that like I said, as long as you're not like me that loses stuff, I would recommend buying these items. Oh, I'm like super like itchy. Like I think I have allergies. But yeah, I was looking at, what is it? Hold on. I was looking at this a while back. I was looking at, this one look cool. I'd probably get this one. I mean, this is a little bit pricier. I'll be paying like about $3 premium, but I get to actually say that I have a silver Bitcoin. And honestly, when it comes to physical too, it might not be worth buying from exchanges like this, because you do have to kind of pay a premium. So you're kind of like hoping that, you know, silver or gold doesn't drop too much. So I would recommend to go ahead and go with your local jeweler. And if you don't have a local jeweler, start networking with him and start building a relationship, because that would be your best way when it comes to buying physical assets. For me personally, because I was in the jewelry industry, I do have connections for that, so I might consider, you know, just going directly to my jeweler But the convenience of this is that I don't have to go to him. I could just go ahead and order it online and get it, straight delivered. So, like I said, it's all really preference. For me, I really wish I would have, started buying gold and silver at a younger age. Yeah, he's a store on cold wallet or physical. I agree 100%, and that's why moving forward, I am looking to go ahead and have do this a little bit more tighter. Because I don't think right now with what happened last time with FTX, you definitely want to be very, very cautious when it comes to a lot of these exchanges. And I would only recommend having the amount that you're willing to go ahead and lose just in case anything happens. So I do say that cold storage should be one of those that everybody should have. For me, I don't know why I haven't bought a cold wallet. I've been always saying that I was going to buy one, and I just haven't done it because I've just been very, very lazy, to be honest. But I am going to go ahead and get that set up and get it up and running because honestly, like, I should be doing it too since I preach it a lot. It's like I know that I should be like having a cold wallet and I shouldn't have my money too much on exchanges or hot wallets, but because it's a lot more efficient for me at the moment, I'm just going with it. But I know I shouldn't do that, so I really do recommend all of you to go ahead and go ahead and have either physical assets or cold wallets, and I will be doing that myself a lot more too. Brian says I don't have one either. Funny enough, I'm the same. It's because like I feel like I don't have enough right now to even go through the trouble of it. It's like cold wallets, from my understanding, it's going to be a pain in the butt to go ahead and set up. Not only that, I told you how I lose physical stuff a lot, right? So imagine me having a physical wallet that I lose it. That's my only worry. He's like, I don't have one either, but preach it. I'm the same, man, and this is the reason why, like, I preach gold and silver, but I can't really hold on to that much. Like, the only silver jewelry I have, that's the only gold I really hold on to, because I lost half of my jewelry that I used to have because I lose things. I'm telling you. And this is the reason why, for me personally, digital is the best way to do, because I don't lose the things. You know what I mean? It's like debit card, credit cards, or using your cryptocurrency. It's a lot easier and more efficient for me than actually having physical cash, even though I know I should have physical cash. But for me personally, I just tend to lose a lot of things, which is not a good thing either. And I know for a fact that if I buy silver, like physical assets like this, I will definitely go ahead and lose it quickly. And then digital is always the good thing about digital is that if anybody was to go ahead and break into your house, you won't lose any of this. Obviously, if you have like some sort of like home insurance, I'm sure they'll go ahead and back it. But what I'm trying to say is that when you're digital, it's a lot easier for you to be moving around everywhere without having to go ahead and have to worry about too much on physical. So I agree with you. But yeah, I should definitely go ahead and recommend. I will go ahead and buy a cold wallet. It's because the thing is with cold wallets, man, it's been a hit or miss. Like Ledger was previously hacked, not their actual Ledger wallet, but the website was hacked, which they got access to customers, information. And then you have a lot of this BS stuff that kind of goes back to the number one thing, right? And that's why at that point I'm just like, dude, like if Ledger got hacked and they have all the information, then what really safe alternative is there? There really isn't one, because exchanges could get hacked, cold wallet could get hacked, anything could get hacked, and that's kind of the problem. Yeah, and also remember, Brian, hopefully go ahead and put it in an area where you might not potentially get hacked as well, because if you go ahead and connect your regular wallet into a let's say you're trading a meme coin that has a wrong code in there, or you click on an email that has some Trojan malware in it, you're pretty much effed up anyways. So you're kind of in a situation where you have to be very, very cautious on what you do, what website you connect to, what you buy from, and where you buy from. And then you have to worry about not getting SIM swap either, which is another big deal. So it's like really, like there's really no way of like really being safe, to be honest. You can only just go ahead and minimize all of that. But yeah, I think altcoins are like right now for me personally, one of my personal favorite exchanges to go ahead and use is crypto.com. I like crypto.com. I like all the assets they have. I like their crypto debit card where you can just go ahead and convert any crypto and actually go ahead and spend money on. I really like the convenience in it, and that's kind of the reason why I've only been with crypto.com still. I have been looking into Coinbase. I just created an account with them recently. But most of my assets that I carry on to, I like using like MetaMask or Trust Wallet. That's what I prefer. And then Ledger is what I actually should go ahead and do very, very soon. Just that, like I said, I just don't know which one to buy. They say Ledger has the issues, and they talk about another cold source. So I really have to do my research on it one more time and really go ahead and pull the trigger. The thing is that I always forget. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and buy this today. And then a week goes by, and then I'm like, oh, snap, like, I forgot about it. And I spent all my money on altcoins or something. You know what I mean? So I always tend to forget. Yeah, man. So I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and see how this market picks up. Like I said, altcoins did go ahead and take a massive pump. It looks like Bitcoin's at 28,000, and I might be placing a long position too on Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin real quick, because I am gonna go ahead and take a break for a minute, and I'm gonna go ahead and start looking into all of this because I do want to go ahead and place a trade. I'm like very, very excited to go ahead and do that. Yeah, so on the daily, based on the Binance chart that I'm looking at, that is some very bullish momentum. And we have actually broken that area of resistance. So it looks like we are actually going to be trending back up, and we might be touching the $29,000 area possibly very, very soon. That could be by tonight. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Based on the 4-hourly on Bitcoin, we have seen a lot of volume picked up. We could potentially see Bitcoin come down to 26,912, which could be a pretty good buying opportunity for going long. So I'll probably be putting a buying order right here, and hopefully we could go ahead and capture a pump to the upside and potentially selling at the $29,000 area. That would be a pretty nice 10% return, but if you're leverage trading, that's going to be a lot better and higher. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Look at Bitcoin very closely. I think Bitcoin right now would probably be the best to go ahead and trade, but I am going to go ahead and look into this because Bitcoin does look like you could go ahead and place a buying opportunity, but I would say ideally you want to go ahead and do it around the 26,972 area. So you want to go ahead and see it come down to 26, and I do believe that it will go ahead and bounce back up. Obviously, if it does go ahead and fall below the 26,000, leading all the way lower than 26,100, then it means it's going to go down even lower. Shop for Lekka stream. Check your next time. As always, wishing you peace, blessings, and much love, brother. I appreciate you a lot, Brian. I really do appreciate you. I'm going to be ending the stream as well. I really do appreciate every one of you tuning in. And like I mentioned, go ahead and make sure to support the channel by using my MEXC link down below. 9,100 in bonuses, all the way up to 200x. And as well, go ahead and support the channel by using my code down below, Pepe2 for a W. And I hope everybody enjoyed this video today, and I'll